Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in with even just a 500 season, an impossibility. 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
They go play action here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Now Daniel off the bootleg. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They fake the give. Daniel. From left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Long, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out as we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
By now, you know I love running backs, and C.J. Anderson caught my eye in a big way in 2017. His first 1,000-yard season on the ground, a little bit over 1,000 yards in 1,007, but over 1,200 yards from scrimmage, so you know you can catch it out of the backfield as well. An exciting runner, a powerful runner, and a guy who can be physical when necessary.
On second down, here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. A look now at the lineup defensively for Chicago. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But in the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 yards there at a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Whitney Merciless coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here we go now.
Off the bootleg. Daniel. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Off play action. Daniel. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Daniel now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, let's go ahead and meet the starting 11 for Minnesota. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And out now come the Vikings. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here we go. 3-19!
On third down, it's Cullen. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now let's go. 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Daniel. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go now.
Here's Coleman. And spins away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It was Armani Watts who got him down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Coleman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Green, 39.
Here's Daniel. Over the middle, and he's got a good one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here we go now.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
To throw is Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Alex Okafor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Here we go.
first down, Daniel. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check. Hurry up, here we go.
Daniel. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the bootleg. Daniel. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And Daniel fakes the handoff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
That's a nice play by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control, a tall corner who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with his receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. Third down.
All right, here we go.
Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Rosen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's complete right around the 8. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
3rd and goal. Rosen. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On first down, it's Daniel. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we look at C.J. Anderson as he trots back out there and gets set to go on offense. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And another deflection there for Rodgers-Cromartie, Charles.
He is so long in the parlance of the game today, has such length. He doesn't have to be in perfect position all the time. They can stretch out an arm and help flick a pass away, and he's done that multiple times in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Daniel on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get...
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They try again with Cohen, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocking.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Holding. Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Rosen now off the bootleg. And he whips that one incomplete there. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rosen again on second and 10. And the tight end Olsen, right side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is caught off a deflection. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Daniel on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Daniel. And Davis with it left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Rosen on first down. Throwing it over the middle, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now let's go.
Rosen off the play action. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that is incomplete.
Give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And caught left side, Olsen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Cohen. And some space here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now Cohen, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer.
All right, here we go. Green
Still did it anyway.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
False start, offense.
3rd and 1, you had the run-pass option. Now, not so much.
Yeah, it changes the play call, doesn't it? And that's probably a big reason why those offensive coordinators laminate their play sheets. You can't just rip them and tear them up when you're angry about something like that.
And this is going to be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
They fake the give. Daniel drops it off for Coleman. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Daniel now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Daniel. Over the middle, and he's got a good one, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Now let's go! Blue, line it!
Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now Rosen. Open man is Cantrell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On play action, Rosen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Rosen to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To throw is Rosen. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game set now.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Hurry up, here we go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.